Testing. I definitely shouldn't begin the podcast like this. Let me get you a little bit more into focus there. There we go. Don't you feel better? Anyway, today we're going to be talking about a few topics. For one, marching band season is coming back up. Let me get a little hydration. Make sure you stay hydrated, okay? If you learn nothing else from me, stay hydrated. That's mandatory. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, marching band season is upon us. So, as you know, the sun was hot. We still in summer. We ain't in fall yet, but we'll say fall is here because everyone's back in school. If you're in school, stay in school, do your thing, do your thug thizzle, because, you know, you just got a few more years until you out. I know it sounds like I'm telling you in prison. You kind of are. Okay. All right. You're institutionalized in a way, but we all are. But we're getting to marching band season, you guys. Marching band season. So, Not Like Us hit, as we all know. And the debacle that happened because of that, and the situation that led up to Not Like Us happening. Marching bands at HBCUs are going to be going full on out when it comes to this right here. I cannot wait to see UAPB, Gremlin, and all the other HBCUs come out this year and just have a ball. We thought it was bad in the summertime, and we was dancing on Drake's grave around that time. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be digging it up again. We're gonna be digging up said body and exhuming it and stopping on it again, like, because we can't do it without marching band season, and you know what's coming. You exactly know what's coming. We can all feel it in the air. It's in the air. The fall time, football games, turkey legs, get-togethers. I won't say cookouts, but, you know, like, we're going to be getting together during these tailgating. That's what it's called, tailgating. We're going to be having a ball. We're going to be having a freaking ball. Oh, I can't wait to see what's happening. I can't wait to see what's going to happen at these games. But you didn't come here for football. You came here for the optimism. Have you been doom scrolling? Hopefully you haven't been doom scrolling. Now, I know that we're going through some tumultuous times, you know, yeah, things is happening. Things are really going on right now. Sorry if you hear that other stuff going on. Let me get you recentered again. There we go. But things are happening in the world, and I at least want to lift you up with some good commentary. Specifically, I probably shouldn't talk about this topic right now. I shouldn't. Not what's going on in the whole entire world. You know exactly what's going on in the whole entire world. But it was this one topic I want to talk to y'all about. It was in this prison. Now, being incarcerated in the state, in the U.S., we know what that means. You're property of the state. But of course, there's some funny stories that come out of that due to said circumstances, as you and I both will know. And I'm going to at least get you a little bit of legal jargon, seeing as how my uncle, I believe he still works in a prison, maximum security prison, mind you. It's not like a holding cell. It's probably at a county. No. These people is bona fide I can't probably say it. They bona fide, like they stand on bid-naives, when it comes to said tasks and them being in, the institutions. Like they definitely earn their place in there. So I'll let you know this. Them guards is hunching on them inmates. I know you know this. You know, okay? Now, I feel like it's better if I just, never mind. I need to be in the center, okay? But anyway, you and I both, good and gosh darn well know what they be doing in the prisons, okay? The culture that has been, unfortunately, made due to it, unfortunately spills in their lives when they leave the institution and whatnot. And besides that, Them guards be hunching on them inmates. They really do. Apparently, it's quite common, and in fact, a lot of people who go into the correctional facilities as not security officers, as wardens and people who are stationed there. Now, this doesn't apply to all of them, mind you. I mean, there are definitely people out there who are doing their job and going to these facilities and working diligently to get a check. It's all about check. We do all this for checks. You and I both know it's all for checks. Anyway, yeah, apparently to my uncle, we're gonna call him Charles. Apparently to my uncle Charles, he says that that be happening. However, they be getting paid big money. Okay, not to hunch on guards, but actually getting money, working at these kind of things because that's hazard pay, I believe. Is it hazard pay? You know what? I'm gonna have to check. It's probably different for every single state. But they be getting paid buku money. However, they don't have the time to spend it. Like he was telling me, these guards were buying homes, boats, even they were buying a whole bunch of stuff. Granted, they work overtime and they get paid. I forget what it's called. It's overtime, but it's something. It's like overclock or something like that. I forget the term that it's called, but they get paid this certain amount once they go over a certain time, and they get paid double, triple. It times itself to a good amount. But yeah, they've been getting paid so much money. However, people who are going there do not stay very long. If you were young, in your early 20s, okay, if you were, I don't even think you can get hired if you're 18. I'd be very I get we all need money. Of course, we all need money. But I'd be why in the world would you be working there and you 18 and they just let you come off the street? You were behind the ears. You ain't got no life experience. You just 18. You just got out of school, right? Anyway, back to my point. They've been making so much money, but the turnout rate for their employees is abysmal. It's so bad. People quit within a month or two because they have lives to live and they don't want to be, subliminally scarred. Speaking of which, my dad at one point also worked at a maximum security job. It was not for him. It was not. In fact, he started seeing us as numbers because he actually saw when he saw me, he started seeing the inmates, and my dad's a wonderful, sweet, gracious person, made me to the wonderful person that I am today. But it was affecting him on a spiritual level. It was affecting him on a subatomic level, and it was changing him. And that's what happened to the people who were going into these facilities, working these jobs as these guards. Especially when they're young, they make a little bit of They make a little bit of money, they make a pretty penny, but they don't have the wherewithal to actually stay. And I think that speaks volumes because you have to be a human, right? I mean, I'm not saying people who stay and work those jobs aren't human, but you got to be a specific type of dedicated human in order for you to go through with that. Quick hydration break. That's good. Stay hydrated. But that in itself is really telling. Okay, someone being so young, going into a system like that, becoming a guard, watching over all these people's. It can be trying, it can be taxing. You make the money, but what is it worth? Also, people lose their health. I'm an optimist. Okay, all right. You'll be fine afterwards, but people go into the these type of jobs right here and they lose the very thing that should be most important to them is their time, but not also their time, but their health. If you don't have health and you have all this money, what is it for? What is it good? Ask Mesmer right here. Literally, he has an abysmal whatever whatever snake inside of him. He doesn't have health. His mom abandoned him. He's in a freaking shadow realm with a whole bunch of spirit people. Ugh. But anyway, back to the point. Yeah, they don't have the health. They're working these 12-hour shifts plus overtime, overclocking time, whatever, and sleeping for 2 hours. You heard that right. 2 freaking hours. That is all they're resting on. Now, I'm someone, I don't go to bed on time. I go to bed like around 10. Excuse me. I go to bed like around 10. So, I mean, I really can't speak, but I at least get 5 hours of sleep in. I mean, like, granted, like, some more work can be done, okay? Some good work can be done. Hydration, a little bit more sleep, a little bit more moisturization. In fact, my skincare routine has gotten a lot more better. The hyperpigmentation is going away. I know you can see it from here, but it used to be way worse. If you check some of my videos before, it was, y'all had some freaking craters. I had craters. I'm getting rid of the craters, man. I'm still getting rid of them. Anyway, what was I talking about again? White squirrel, man. The inmates, right, and the correctional, and the correctional officers that work there. But yeah, 2 hours of sleep. Oh, that's not good for anyone. That's not. Please take care of your health. Super important. And I will always tell you to stay hydrated and moisturized. Speaking of which, I had to cut my fingernails. You see that? I need to cut that. I really do. I really do. But yeah, that's really important. Definitely stay hydrated. Keep yourself healthy. Stay wonderful. Stay bodacious, beautiful, thick, all of the good things, okay? You can definitely do it. You absolutely can. I know you can because you're great. You're destined for great things, okay? All the good things. Now that was like a third thing I was going to talk about. To be honest, I didn't feel like making the podcast today because I kind of got in from work and everything, and then I was like zooming. Hold on. Okay, I was zooming on the road, right? For y'all who don't know, I like to keep it classy. I like to keep it cute. I like to keep it demure, as they say. Okay, maybe not that right there. But I was doing hood rat things while on the road going 85. If you're a cop, I didn't say that. This is all alleged, okay? This is alleged. I was allegedly going 85 on the interstate, possibly 90 in a 2006 Nissan Sentra. Okay, all right. Listen to Dochi's Nissan Altima. Okay, really embodying things allegedly. Speaking of which, this actually, I remember what I want to talk about. A lot of music has been dropping. A lot of music has really been dropping. It's really been filling my spirit with something really great, something really wholesome, something awesome. And we're moving into the fall. I don't want to bake a whole bunch of things. I want to get some sweets. I want to get some ciders. I also want to do a protest. Okay, organized protest. But Dochi released Nissan Altima. Boom bop. Okay? Boom bop. If you haven't listened to that, please go listen. I have to make a whole entire podcast about that in itself. If you haven't listened to Dochi, please hit my community tab. Scroll down, you find Nissan Altima. It's on Spotify. I also have a link to it in her YouTube. Okay? And I think I'll have to link her TikTok because she ain't got a blue check, y'all. She ain't got not near one blue check. And she's an incredible rapper and artist. Speaking of which, like, maybe I'll get into Doja in a little bit, but Kalani dropped another album, Praise the Most High, the highest being. That she dropped another album because, like, she had just released Crash. And I thought that was a banger in itself. It was a complete banger, and in her song 8, and I've been listening to that in the gym. Speaking of which, people said that my butt is gone now that I've been in the gym. Like, I feel some type of way about that, but let me not get off track. That was in my spirit. But yeah, Kalani dropped Crash like about a few months ago. I've been bobbing like to that and bobbing and weaving through traffic allegedly to said songs. And it's a really good month for music. And I think August Alsina may have dropped. No, he dropped a perfume line with his boyfriend. Yeah, he did. But yeah, it's been a really good month for music. It's been a really good month for wonderful music, wholesome things, and radical thoughts. Yes. Well, I think that's all I really want to talk about today during this podcast. I like to keep it cute and sweet. For you guys, because I really don't know everyone's attention span, but I like to at least be accommodating to all and at least have long form and then these podcasts in between. So I do like to, do that at least for you guys. And I hopefully can improve a little bit more with the setup, because I'm going to have being more displays. As you can see right there, we got Doge Cat, we got Aperture Science right there. And then we have our meme dog right here. The world's on fire, but we're doing things. And then it was Wolverine and Deadpool. I heard some things about it. I'm definitely going to be watching it. I definitely will be. But some people was like, oh, there was no bottoming. And I'm like, oh, well, dang. I mean, it could have been in there, right? I mean, Deadpool, what could have threw it in there. I mean, honestly, should have brought back Colossus. I don't know if they did. Hopefully they did. But yes, thank you, my adoring, sweet and wonderful audience. Thank you. Literally, thank you for, sitting with me with this, through this podcast, this little bit of madness. While the Optimist Alchemist brings you a little bit of oils and helps turn you into gold, while he's also turning himself into gold as well, from silver to gold. But I really genuinely do appreciate your time. I really do. Because if you made it this far, babe, you made it past that 15-minute mark. And that's saying something. That's saying something. And you are a real one. And your time is the most precious thing in the whole entire world. And you spent it watching this podcast. I hope it brought you a little bit of a smile. A little something, a fart, a giggle. I don't know. But hopefully it reached you in the best of energies. I really do. And for that, oops, I had my Sudanese poster. I will drink to that. This is water. I don't want me saying allegedly to that. That's literally water. Anyway, babes, it's been awesome. Thank you for coming through. But again, I'll let you get back to what you're doing because your time is super precious. Okay. All right. Later.